guys, welcome back to another video on this channel. Today it is Championship and Champions League predictions. Just before we get started, so basically my Championship and Champions League predictions will be on this video. The Prediction League, it'll count, the Champions League games will count towards the Prediction League, and then later there'll be a video doing Europa League and Europa Conference League predictions, and there'll be a separate Prediction League for that. I took that idea from Owen, so yeah. So the Championship predictions will be in the first half video, and the second half video will be the Champions League predictions. So let's just get straight into it. So Cardiff, West Brom. Cardiff are not on the best of form right now. They just got thrashed by Blackburn 5-1. West Brom picking up their first win in about 3 games or so, I believe, with a 2-1 win against QPR. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win for West Brom. I think they'll just edge it. Next up, Huddersfield going against Blackburn. Huddersfield have lost their last 2 games, so they're not on the best form. Blackburn, obviously, thrashing Cardiff in their last game. So I think that'll give Blackburn a lot of confidence going to Huddersfield. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 3-1 win for Blackburn. Next up, Hull going against Blackpool. Hull really not looking good so far this season. Lost 2-0 to Stoke at the weekend. Blackpool grinding out a 1-0 win against Barnsley. And Blackpool, I don't think they've picked up a single win away from home yet, but I'm going to back them against Hull tonight. I'm going to say they're going to grind out a 1-0 win away from home against Hull. Next up is Middlesbrough going against Sheffield United, and Middlesbrough, like Hull, not really looking good this season. Sheffield United looking like they're starting to kickstart their season after a poor start. But yeah, I just think this will be an easy game for Sheffield United, and saying 2-0 to them. Next up, Preston going against Stoke. Preston, they don't seem to score that much. Obviously, drawing 0-0 away from home against Birmingham. Stoke obviously beating Hull 2-0. I feel like Stoke will just edge it. I'm going to say 1-0 in Stoke, because Preston don't seem to score that many goals. But next up is QPR going against Birmingham. Obviously QPR losing 2-1 to West Brom. Birmingham obviously drawing 0-0 to Preston. Two sides really going up against each other that are falling a little bit after people were like, a lot of people, including myself, were backing them to do quite well. So I'm going to just say this could be a 1-1 draw. I feel like they'll cancel each other out. Next up though, it's Barnsley going against Nottingham Forest. Barnsley had a real poor start to the season. They look nothing like what they were last season, with Daryl DK and Alex Mowat and players like that, literally like making the team do very well. Forest, obviously Steve Cooper is in, and 1-1 draw against Mill, that's not bad. And I'm going to back Forest to win 1-0 away from home against Barnsley, because Barnsley don't seem to be doing that well so far this season. Next up is Derby going against Reading, the point deduction derby, you can call this. Derby, unfortunately, narrowly lost 1-0 to Sheffield United due to a penalty. It was a very funny handball, literally. One of their players just dived like a goalkeeper, and yeah, it was a clear handball. Reading obviously beating Middlesbrough 1-0 thanks to a goal from Hilejevic, or however you pronounce it. I'm not too sure how you pronounce his name, but I do think Reading just have a better squad in my opinion, so I'm just going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win to Reading. Next up, Fulham going against Swansea. Fulham, they haven't won in a while, to be honest. Drawing 1-1 with Bristol City at the weekend. Swansea beating Huddersfield 1-0. But I feel like this could be another draw for Fulham. I'm going to say it's going to be another 1-1 draw. Next up, Luton going against Coventry. Luton narrowly losing 2-1 away to Bournemouth at the weekend. And obviously Coventry beating Peterborough 3-0. But Coventry don't seem to do that well away from home. They're right at home, but away they just struggle a little bit. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw again. Next up, Millwall going against Bristol City. Now, Millwall are literally the draw merchants. Obviously, draw 1-1 with Nottingham Forest at the weekend. And also Bristol City also drew 1-1 with Fulham at the weekend. I do want to back us because we tend to do very well away from home. But because it's Millwall and they're literally the draw merchants, I just have to say it's going to be a 1-1 draw, to be honest. Next up, though, Peterborough going against Bournemouth. This is the last championship game to predict. Peterborough losing 3-0 to Coventry on last Friday night, unfortunately. Bournemouth growing out a 2-1 win at home to Luton. But yeah, Peterborough, I think this is going to be a really tough test for Peterborough, and I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-0 win to Bournemouth. But yeah, that's the championship predictions done. Now it's time for the Champions League predictions. So starting off with the Oil Derby, you could call this, it is PSG going up against Man City. Both sides starting very well to life in their respective leagues. PSG top of League 1 and won every game so far. Man City second in the Premier League, obviously just coming off of beating Chelsea 1-0 at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna back Man City. The only reason being is because there seems to be an issue with Lionel Messi at the moment at PSG. You know, I think he's falling out with the manager a little bit, which is strange to see because obviously they're both Argentinian. So yeah, don't know why they're both falling out with each other. But anyway, saying that, I think it's gonna be a 2-1 win for Man City. Next up, RB Leipzig going against Club Brugge. RB Leipzig not starting very well in Bundesliga. I believe they're all the way down in 10th actually. Club Brugge obviously like top of the Belgian league, but let's be honest, the Belgian league isn't very competitive. I do think RB Leipzig are going to win this. I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win for RB Leipzig. Next up, Porto going against Liverpool. Liverpool obviously top of the Premier League after they drew 3-3 to Brentford at the weekend. That was a mad game. Yeah, they remain top of the Premier League. Porto second in the Portuguese league behind Benfica. Porto have started very good to this season in the Portuguese league, but I do think Liverpool will win this. I'm saying it'll be a 2-1 win for Liverpool. I think they'll just edge it. Next up, AC Milan going against Atletico Madrid. AC Milan starting very well in the Italian league. I believe they're second or first. I believe Atletico Madrid. I believe they're like fourth in La Liga. So yeah, not best starts for Atletico Madrid, but I do think in the Champions League, Atletico Madrid can win this. I'm going to say it's going to be another 2-1 win for Atletico Madrid there. Next up, Ajax going up against Besiktas. Ajax obviously top of obviously Ajax top of the Eredivisie, but you would expect that obviously because it's Ajax. Besiktas, I believe they're like fourth in the Turkish league. So yeah, I'm saying it's going to be a 2-1 win for Ajax. I think they have just enough quality to win this. Next up, Dortmund going against Sporting. Dortmund, I believe they're like fourth in Bundesliga. Sporting are third in the Portuguese league. I'm going to say this could be a 3-1 win for Dortmund, you know. You know, they always tend to do well in Champions League. You know, Haaland loves it, scoring for fun in the Champions League. And I'm going to say that Dortmund are going to win 3-1 against Sporting. Next up, Shakhtar going against Inter. Shakhtar, you know, second in the Ukrainian league, but yeah, that's only really it's only really them and Dynamo Kiev contesting all year in the Ukrainian league. Inter, I don't know where they are in the, I forgot where they are in Serie A, but yeah, they should be able to win this. I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win for Inter. Next up, Real Madrid going against Sheriff. Real Madrid, where are they in La Liga? I believe they're top of La Liga, I think. And Sheriff, I don't know how they're doing in the Moldovan league. I gotta be honest, don't really follow the Moldovan league all that much. But Sheriff did get a 2-0 win against Shakhtar last time in the Champions League. But this is Real Madrid, and I feel like Real Madrid are gonna do well against Sheriff. I'm saying 3-1 to Real Madrid. Next up, Benfica going against Barcelona. Barcelona, I believe they're 6th in La Liga, so yeah, they're not doing all too well in La Liga at the moment. Benfica are top of the Portuguese league, I believe. But in the Champions League, I think Barcelona do have just enough quality to win this. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win to Barcelona. Next up, Bayern Munich going against Dynamo Kiev. Bayern Munich, obviously top of Bundesliga. You would expect that as they win it every year now. Dynamo Kiev, top of the Ukrainian league. But as I said before, it's only them and Shakhtar competing all year for the title there. But yeah, I'll say it's going to be a 3-0 win for Bayern. I expect them to do quite well in the Champions League this season, and yeah, I just think they'll win 3-0 to be honest. Next up is Atalanta going against Young Boys. Atalanta, they're like 7th in Serie A right now. Young Boys are like 2nd in the Swiss league, I believe. Obviously Young Boys got that shock win against Man United in the Champions League last time out with a 2-1 win. Atalanta, I believe that they drew to Villarreal, and I'm not too sure, but I believe they may have drawn to Villarreal. But I think Atalanta will just edge this, even though Young Boys got a 2-1 win against Man United. I'm going to say it's going to be a 2-1 win for Atalanta. Next up, Man United going against Villarreal. Man United, obviously, you know, losing 1-0 to Villa at home. Fernandes, you know, there's a theory go around maybe he missed that penalty on purpose to get Oli sacked, which I can kind of believe, as, you know, we've kind of seen it before with Gerrard missing that penalty all those years ago against Blackburn, and then a few days later Roy Hodgson was sacked. So yeah, I can definitely understand why people are coming out with those theories. Villarreal are not doing too well in La Liga. I believe they're like 11th, but I just think it's going to be a dull 0-0 draw, in my opinion. Next up is Salzburg going up against Lille. Salzburg, I think they're top of the Austrian league, but you know, that's expected really. Lille, they're not having a great start to life in Ligue 1 after winning it last year. These teams, in my opinion, probably end up being a bottom 2 teams. So yeah, I've just gone for a 1-1 draw. Next up, Wolfsburg going up against Sevilla. Wolfsburg, I don't know where we are in Bundesliga. I think we're like 3rd or something. Sevilla are like 3rd as well in La Liga. Yeah, I think these teams will make it out of their group, in my opinion. But I think Sevilla will just edge it 2-1 in this game. Next up, probably the most boring game in the Champions League this week, Zenit's going against Malmo. Zenit, top of the Russian league, Malmo second in the Swedish league. But yeah, Zenit should win this, saying 2-1 Zenit. Next up, Juventus going against Chelsea. Juventus not starting too well in Serie A. I believe they're all the way down in 10th actually, which is very not good for them. Chelsea obviously doing quite well in the Premier League, third in the table. And yeah, I'm saying it's going to be a 2-0 win for Chelsea. I believe it's going to be very comfortable for Chelsea. But yeah, that wraps up for my Championship and Champions League predictions, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe, and comment your predictions to have a chance to get points on Prediction League. But yeah, that'll wrap up for today's video, guys. Yeah, catch you soon.